Hey y'all, what is up, my Crowllies? I have a lot of messages. I do. So let's get started. Wait for everybody to come in here after you get your notifications. We have some crow call messages. All right. So nice little message spray, and let's just like hop right into it. I have my notes here before I start pulling cards. I want to get everything out. Okay. So this is what I got so far for your messages. They talked about, first and foremost, the title is always a hint to your message as well. Okay. They talked about a transition taking place for you guys. All right. Um, where false narratives will collapse. All right. That's the first message. False narratives will collapse. Um, so, what appears as a successful business offer will be following instability. All right. Um, they said something about magical terms. Um, true will become a matter of fact. All right. True will become a matter of fact. The truth becomes executable in matter. Okay. They also said there's nothing mystical about that or how things are going to happen. Nothing sentimental either. Okay. They talked about you stopping bleeding out your energy, your resources, your heart out. Okay. To misaligned structures. What else does it say? Okay, they also had angel numbers. Okay, so we have angel number 33 and 331. They said once you start getting into the vibration of these particular angel numbers, this is what they mean for you. Okay, so when you see 33 and 331, all right, 33 will mean that you have mastered through or lived, experienced an initiation of some sort for yourself. Okay, this is not necessarily, they said, not borrowed doctrine. Okay, um, they said this is teach energy. Okay, by experience and not title. When you see 331, all right, it indicates the word finding form through speech, strategy, and direction. Okay, this is mercurial. Command aligned with higher intention, not cleverness, for its own sake. For Crowley's language, all right, the word is spoken because the silence has done its work. I'm giving you guys hints and indications like they're talking in code. So I'm telling you what they told me, all right? For those of you that start seeing the angel number 313, like the mirrored number, they're hinting at your routine at work or of the work that you do, okay? 313 confirms for you that previous instability was a necessary breaking of form. Okay, breaking some sort of form, structure, or something like that that you have endured or were experiencing. The earlier structure could not carry the current you, the current version that you are, and the current version that you're ascending to or shifting to. They said that The earlier structure could not carry that current now as you hold this particular vibration when you tap in. Um, delay, okay, delay, not delays, there was a delay, okay? A delay was a safeguard, not an error. You may have thought, oh man, something didn't go through for me. I guess somebody made a mistake. I guess I made a mistake. Whatever that was, it was a safeguard. It was not an error. Okay, that delay. This is classic destruction, destruction before reconstruction, logically, through a logical approach. Then you have angel number 35. This talks about controlled acceleration. So there's going to be this shift that's taking place for you in a spiritual level, on a psychological level, on an energetic level, on an emotional level, and that itself, it's going to be controlled. It's not going to be chaotic, so there's not going to be like emotions all over the place. How we go through the moon cycles and stuff like that. We don't know what's going on or why the planets are doing what they're doing, and there's transits and stuff. So it's not going to be random or out of your hands. Okay. So again, when you start seeing angel number 35, this means a controlled acceleration for you. This is a change under watch, not chaos. Okay. Think Mercury think Mercury guided by Saturn. Okay. For those of you like astrologically there, not necessarily runaway, like volatile validity type thing. Okay. You are going to be moving forward when you see this number 35, because the system can now withstand the motion. So there's, again, the acceleration. There's something that happens in your energy, and the energy likes it. The energy feeds off of it. It's kind of like turbo speed is what I'm seeing. All right. For angel number 6, they're talking about harmonized structure for you. So 6 is really good in regards to like equilibrium, but I'm also seeing something here in regards to beauty, order, sustainability. They talked about practical terms. Okay, a deal that doesn't drain vitality or fracture your focus. Okay, this is work that feeds the work that you're already doing. It's like you do this one thing, invest in it, and then it continues to reinvest. It's almost like have you ever seen those like hanging plants, and there'll be like maybe 3 or 5 on top of each other, boom, 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 down, okay? And you water the top one, that soil gets wet, the water goes down, drips down to the next plant, that plant gets wet, drips down to the next one, that plant gets wet. It's like a filtration system that just keeps pouring onto the next thing, onto the next thing, onto the next thing. All right. Harmonized structure. So it flows very good. It's working for you, not against you. So again, they referred it to work that feeds work. Okay. Then I did a pre-shuffle before I got on here. And these were the cards that I got. Where the heck are they? Yeah. So again, you see the angel numbers. All right. You got the 333. Or sorry, the 33 and the 331. And then you got the 313 and the 35. Okay. And then you have the 35 and the 6 that I just mentioned. Okay. I'm just breaking these things down for you guys, just as they broke it down for me when I was sitting here contemplating and meditating on your guys' energy. So Um, I am seeing expect termination of prolonged mental and structural strain, stressing out, exhausted, lethargic, energetically depleted, energetically stagnant, um, almost like left for um, left for dead type thing, like something like that. Okay, so termination of prolonged mental exhaustion and structural strain of the mind. Okay, then they talked about you having some sort of consciousness or conscious confrontation of fear. So like you're confronting it, like you're like you're addressing it, like you're not hiding from it, you're not running from it, you're not avoiding it. It's like this is what it is, let's get down to the bottom of it, let's figure it out. Okay, so expect that conscious confrontation of fear. They also talked about no longer steering in the wrong direction to make the wrong choices. So now you're steering in the right direction, making all the right choices for you. I had this energy of the Ace of Diamonds, which is the Ace of coins, right? So new material, all right? So expect some sort of new material or new materials, depends on your daily living, how that's going to apply to you. Uh, so new material channeled items will be open to you. It's going to be clean, precise, viable, all right? New monetary resources or monetary gains of some sort. They want to talk strategy. Strategic intelligence and authority is the energy that you're shifting into. You are not in your subordinate energy anymore. In essence, regardless of whatever hierarchy structure you are working under or living under or believe, okay? The other message that I got was saying something about the magician. The magician is no longer improvising. Okay, so if you guys are manifesting and stuff like that, you're not just like grabbing random stuff and just doing, like you're not just like, oh, I guess I'm gonna manifest this real quick because, oh man, the full moon is like 2 days, or like, oh my gosh, today's the new moon, or like it's not. It's like very well calculated, very well planned, very well orchestrated. Okay. So the magician is no longer improvising. There's no improvising, right? This is not no magic trick, pull out a rabbit out of the hat type thing, right? The tools that you've been utilizing will now be mastered. Okay. So yeah, because they said something about tools are now mastered. No, that's what they said. Tools are now mastered. The tools are now mastered. And when we talk about the tools, we're talking about magician tools. So whatever you utilize as tools to manifest or to spiritually alchemize, energetically alchemize, whatever, to shift things, they will now be mastered. So it's not something that you're just picking up now. It's something that you've utilized from time to time again, and like like the back of your hand, right? So let's get down to like a few other things. Okay, the ship. So now I'm looking down now. Like the ship talks about expansion beyond prior containment. So again, that restriction that you were in, you were contained, and this containment can be financial, this containment can be spiritual, it could be romantic, it could be like contained in a generational cycle or something like that. Okay, you get what I'm saying? But that um, is shifting. Okay, there's new territory that you're about to embark in, and you got to prepare for this. Is what they're saying. So new markets. I don't know exactly what that means for you guys, but new markets. So when I hear market, I think money. I think selling things. I think buying things. I think, I don't know, like a flea market or like some sort of retail or something like that. New markets could also be like new locations for business, um, new vectors of influence, movements with intent, not escape. Again, they keep saying you're past the avoiding stage and the running stage and the, I'm going to deal with that later, and later then becomes 6 months, 9 months, 2 years, and you're like, oh my God, I never dealt with it. Now I got to heal from that, right? No, you're not escaping anymore, right? So again, you're shifting into this new identity, and this new identity is like transforming you. Okay. I also see with the sun energy, um, the work that you're going to start doing, I'm seeing unobstructed success, meaning nothing is going to like mess with your success or your wins or your climb. You get what I'm saying? Especially like your clarity. You're going to be real clear, crystal clear on what you want to do next. There's not going to be a lot of confusion. There's not going to be a lot of obstacles with your intuition. Okay. What else am I seeing here? So they're talking about like remaining anchored. um Whatever structure you're trying to put into something, or whatever structure you're trying to maintain for something. And when we talk about structure, we could talk about financial structure and stability. We can talk about the emotional structure, like boundaries and stuff like that. The structure to a home, the structure to a business. Like, I don't know exactly what this is. Again, each and every one of you are going to be going through a lot of things. um, this structure itself is going to hold. There's not going to be a tower. It's not going to fall apart. It's not going to like blow up. Okay. So do not panic. Do not go into the state of instability, of anxiousness and panic and worry and fears and doubt. Okay. Um, so yeah, they all said there may be residual, that's probably why it's coming up. There may be residual doubt. Um, but that is not a prophecy. Just because you're doubting something, that does not make it true. That does not make it reality. That does not make it like, oh, it's going to happen. You get what I'm saying? So they're saying focus on like redirecting that energy, transmuting that energy. If you're starting to have doubts about something, you can sit down and try to figure out solutions. That doesn't mean that you have to actually act on those solutions, but to calm your nervous system from panicking, or overthinking, or whatever that is for you, the overuse of the crown or the third eye on a more lower vibrational scale. uh, I do see like when you do that, maybe journal, maybe kind of think about it, whatever, free write, problem solve. Psychologically, it will help you to detach from that anxiety and that doubt. Okay, so clear thinking is going to dispel doubts, fears, and insecurities of your next moves. All right. Animals. Okay. Seahorse, black dragon. Seahorse energy, strength. I'm seeing a reminder of stewardship. Um, Stewardship is mastery. Stewardship is more about learning and stuff like that. So there's something here about mastering something. Okay. Um, a power that sustains rather than dominates. So you're going to be in this energy of rather than dominating other people's energy, or like speaking over people or talking over people or like talking at people. Like, this is like this energy of like you keep a good balance when you walk into a room, when you're talking to certain people. It's like you're that neutralizer. Okay. So with the black dragon, I'm seeing like something raw, uncut, unmediated, and this is actually a resemblance of your power that you're shifting into right now, that is being integrated rather than suppressed. So that whole suppressing thing, wherever it was in your life, that's not going to be there anymore. Okay. So this also means like that whole defensive thing, that the whole defensive being protective thing, right? That's done. Okay, you are safe, and you're going to be feeling safe, right? And wherever again, I'm feeling like this is like either emotional or maybe like a body. What is that called? Like a nervous system thing, yeah. So you're going to command a lot of presence when you step into the room, and you at first you're not gonna realize what's happening. It's almost like, why are they acting like that? Why every time I walk into the room shifts and changes? Why are people looking at me like that? Um, why is that person deciding to talk to me? I didn't even look that person's direction. I can't believe that that person wants to talk to me. I don't know what that is, but there's like, it's something about your presence commands to be seen. Um, also, there's no negotiation in regards to your safety, your boundaries, your expectations. Okay. Timing. Okay. No forcing, no rushing. That's the first thing they want to say. No forcing, no rushing in regards to timing. Time is going to obey your alignment. So if you're not in alignment, again, the delay is not like, it's not a punishment. There we go. The delay is not a punishment, because it's something here like somebody feels like, oh, it's not going the way I wanted to go, then it's a punishment. No, it just means that you weren't in alignment. Maybe your frequency wasn't there all the way. You weren't fine tuned where you needed to be. Okay. What else am I seeing here? Okay, tree energy, rooted growth, strong, good health, continuing a legacy is another thing. This connects to your past efforts, whatever energy you were putting into your past. Um, and is now kind of like almost, yeah, now I'm seeing like the trickle down, the feeds the work, right? If you were working on past wounds, past triggers, past trauma, past lineages with healing, this work is going to connect to your future, like your future self, future generations, things of that nature. And you're going to see that there is going to be a survival that happens within you, and not in a state of survival, but in its finalized state, which means like you've already learned how to adapt spiritually, emotionally, like psychologically, even in relationships and stuff like that. Okay. All right. So those were my notes. Let's get into cards. Let's get into the cards. Those are my notes. Let's get into the cards, y'all. So you know what? I want to grab these right now. Let's get some money messages. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe so you won't miss any of my lives. All right, let's see. What do I need to know? For the Crowllies, the collective. What is their message? Okay. Or we have odd jobs, the rebel, transporter. So there's movement. Okay. Resources coming from places that you wouldn't expect. Financial opportunities coming from places that you wouldn't expect. This is gig work, entrepreneurship, selling items, retail, second jobs, odd jobs, what else? Part-time jobs, multiple streams of income is here. The only thing that I'm seeing that will be a problem, excuse me, would be the fact that you need to definitely communicate clearly with your higher self and stay in alignment with that. Okay, when it comes to like what are you trailblazing, right? What are you creating, or what have you already created that you're trying to sustain? If you haven't created something, or you are in the process of creating something, what is that thing that you put in the back burner that you said, you know, I really want to do that, but I need these X, Y, and Z different resources, and or I need to learn how to dot 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 in order to complete that task. This is the time to do that. Okay. Okay. I'm also seeing like this energy of make sure that you're keeping up with finances. There may be some unexpected um, things that you need to prepare for, financial laws. And again, you talked about the delay, right? The delay is a safeguard. Okay. So if, oh man, I gotta pay this thing for the car. Yeah, you think that you know that's throwing you off, but in reality, it's preparing you for confirmation. It's preparing you for the next thing. It's preparing you for the next task that you have to work on. And then I'm just seeing that's an experience confirmation. Okay, so credit report. Okay, so maybe something unexpected pops up and you got to pay for something, whatever. But that is going to set you up for the best, not for the worst. Okay, especially if you guys, again, we're talking about getting out of instability, getting out of financially messed up situations, like unexpected things happening, you know, bills, uh big ticket items that you need to pay, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what else I'm seeing here. Let me grab some more cards. What else do I need to know? Yes, so some of you guys, you were having limitations abundance, or there was limitations stopping this. But now you're watching this, there's no limitation. Okay, you're breaking free out of that. I'm seeing you guys being pursued by people. All right. Some of you guys, you could be being pursued by someone who's actually going to help you heal. I'm seeing some sort of heartache, or like someone was heartbroken or something. I'm seeing you being healed. These are 27, 27 as well. All right. Financial growth, material growth. We talked about material. All right. More possessions. That means you owning more things. You'll be fulfilled on an immense emotional level. Okay. Getting exactly what you want. Something can develop into something better. Okay. Seeing the thrill of the situation. Remain remain vigilant of people that think that they can lie to you when your intuition tells you the truth. Oh, expect to be sleeping like a baby, especially if you've been having issues with sleeping, whether it be spiritual ascension issues, or again, the nervous system. Maybe your body couldn't go to sleep, couldn't rest. It was just like hyped up, you know? So sleeping like a baby. Oh, I'm seeing other people put in more work as well when it comes to you. Put in more work, more energy, more time. If you guys had like a sour relationship with somebody, things weren't going good, you're not seeing eye to eye, you know, bitter words were exchanged, whatever. All right. It's going to sweeten back up again. Give it less than 5 weeks, they said. Taking action on something that could actually trigger some sort of creative project, passion project, something you're going to be motivated in. Expect a period of happiness to start now. Embrace it. A caring attitude is what you should keep. Someone's going to try to help you out of a situation, especially because this is strategized. Someone's going to help you get out of something. Okay. And I'm hearing like with an amazing idea, okay? Or they have amazing ideas to get you out of something. So pay attention to the ideas that someone is giving to you, okay? Always use your discernment as well, okay? The assistance that you may have requested about a month ago, a few weeks ago, 3 to 4 weeks ago, okay, is now also coming with some sort of healing. So there's healing taking place here for you guys as well. All right, let's see what your final messages are. What else? You can still, they're saying you can still control the outcome of whatever financial instability or financial crisis you're actually getting out of. So you can actually control the outcome to it. So don't start panicking. And they're saying sometimes it's okay to pick up a second job. Sometimes it's okay to like do an odd job, or to like, when I say odd job, would be like, oh hey, let me shovel your snow, or let me watch your pet while you go somewhere, or let me go take your pet to the veterinary, or I'll drive you to that location, just give me a couple dollars, like whatever that is. Or like, I have these clothes that are secondhand, but I want to sell them. They're like lightly worn. Or I have this type of jewelry I want to sell. Whatever it is for you guys, because I'm seeing a whole bunch of different things. Like, it's okay. Like, don't ridicule yourself and stuff like that. Angel number 3131. All right, which equates to 44. I feel like you're like the first to do it in your generation. And when I say your generation, I mean your lineage. You're the first to do it for your generation, your lineage. So there's something in your family that they haven't done, and you're the first to do it. All right. So you're building wealth. You're learning how to build wealth. This is the energy that you're shifting into, right? You're understanding that the investments that you make are vital, right? And the investments that you really should be focused on right now, they keep pushing it in, is your mind. Okay, so reprogramming your mind, knowledge is power. So again, they talked about credit score, they talked about unexpected finances, shifting around and stuff like that. All of this is actually shifting for the better. Like, you're getting out of instability and into stability and structure and all the good stuff. Okay. So I'm seeing like a direct to cash flow. And they're saying something about like a mind trip. Be careful with, I don't want to say ego trip, but be careful with a mind trip in regards to like social status. Okay. Because that can like, that could be a gateway right back to the limitation. Like, oh, you can only succeed this much, or people can only stay on top for this long, like something like that. Like, don't get into that mentality per se, but definitely get into the mentality of continuing to build wealth, or how to build wealth. hmm They want you to continue to break the chains of poverty mentality. Okay. And also, they want to say that's also airborne. So if you're hanging around a lot of people, man, I can't do that. I don't have that. I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke. Keep saying that. All right. Listen, I'm not broke. Like, you ain't broke either. Like, get the energy out of here. You need to get away from people like that, right? You can't make money moves and plans and create vision boards and manifest these great things around people that are not in the same frequency and vibration that you're trying to reach. You know, so be careful, because that is airborne. So pay attention. Pay attention to who does who doesn't have the best relationship with money. They should not have the best relationship with you financially as a business partner, as any type of business financial negotiation. If they don't have a good financial relationship with their own money, with their own career, with their own company, with their own whatever that they're creating that is linked to cash flow, then it's not going to work for you. It's just not. All right. Oh, I see highly favored testimonials and reviews. So somebody's definitely gonna be well known for something, maybe services or products or something like that. We have future events. Prepare for prosperity, baby. Start planning right now. Like I said, that unexpected card came out for a reason. All right. So you wanna prepare now. Prepare ahead of time. You want to have that savings account for whenever you want to do your self care, but you also want to have that savings account for, oh shit, I gotta fix the problem, whatever that problem may be. What you organize right now, later is gonna multiply. You're gonna organize it and set the system, work the system so the system will work for you. And this is really giving a lot of finances right now. Ooh, capital investments. I had this energy not too long ago, and this was like, it keeps coming up, like somebody is going to be able to purchase a vehicle. If it's not a personal vehicle, it's definitely going to be used for business purposes, and that's why it says company vehicle. But it is a capital investment, so it is something here. So if you're going to plan, right? Don't wait until, oh man, now I really got to switch this car, or I really got to do this, whatever, to do that. Like you said, plan. Start planning now. All right. Honor your 444. Honor your time. Look at that. Talk about sales. All right. Whoop. Going up. All right. Honor your time. Your personal hours are sacred. That's for you. Okay. And at that time, you pay yourself. You pay yourself with self care. Right. That's how you pay yourself, through self care in your personal hours. If you notice energy leaks, it's because you're overgiving. That's what they're saying. And we're talking about money. You starting to see money just bleeding out, or just money just disappearing so fast. And you're like, huh? Energy leak. You giving energy to the wrong place, the wrong person, whatever that is, correct it. The structure, they say structure increases income. All right. All right. Here is your go-to. You want to anoint your planner with money or prosperity oil. If you have, like, again, any services or products or whatever, and you have a planner for work, for your work hours, or maybe they're actually saying maybe you need to get one, right? Because it is towards like the end of the year, maybe you get a whole new calendar, new planner specifically for work things. All right. And then you just write, I have an appointment with this person, or I have a delivery. I got the delivery order on this day, has to go out on this day, blah, blah, blah. Write all that thing down and then anoint it, right? With the money oil, the prosperity oil. If you're not into that, all right, you can grab it, the notebook or whatever. You can write Psalm 23 in the front of it. And then everything that you list in there, you're gonna pray over it, and you're gonna invoke the protection financially for you, but also open up the gates of very amazing, beautiful, high vibrational wealth to come towards you. All right. And of course, don't forget to track. All right. Track your time that you're spending. Right. Track the time you're spending. Like, that also means travel. How much is your travel time? Are you charging for that? Is like the time staying over, work, staying a little bit later, an hour later, 2 hours later, overtime, whatever that is, track that. Okay. So track your time spent. What else? Yeah, they're going in today. What else? Building wealth. All right, you're trying to direct your cash flow, and the whole, these words are not functioning for you anymore. Expenses and spending. That's not in your vibration anymore. So let's shift that to healthy growing, healthy finances, healthy financial budgeting, finance budgeting, circulating money, distributing money. Like, I gotta distribute my money to this account and this account, or I have to budget my money so that way I'll have a budget for my housing, I have a housing budget instead of housing expenses. I have a car budget instead of car expenses, right? I have an investment account, and I'm not necessarily talking about like investment account where like you do like what is that called? Bitcoin and all that other stuff, right? I'm talking about like investing like in your future and stuff like that, like a Roth IRA account, stuff like that, like for the future. You want to build wealth, is what they're saying. Woo! Past life inheritance. So this is the energy that you're kicking into. So you're energetically aligning yourself to past life inheritance right now. This is what you're aligning yourself to. Okay? This is what you are aligning yourself to right now. And you need to start planning. You definitely need to start planning. Because that's what I'm seeing here for you guys. Look at that. Look at that energy. Boom. All together now. You see it? Shifting for the best. And so this past life inheritance that you are aligning yourself to right now, you're going to start, seeing versions of your past self integrate with this version. But it's not going to be like the traumatized version, the trigger version, or the version that wants to self-destruct all the time. Okay? We have passive income. Some of you guys, again, you may find different ways to get paid. You have sublet revenue. You might have a house. You might have an apartment. You might sublet a room in your apartment. You might sublet your house and rent it out, whatever. But there's passive income. Now, passive income could be like, oh, I have this apartment and I let such and such to stay with me and we split the rent. So, in a way, that's also a sublet because the rent is, or the lease is under your name or something like that, right? But make sure if you ever do something like that, you want to make sure that you have actual document that the both of you sign and that you notarize. Notarize, okay? That makes it a law, legal, binding document. All right, we have financial growth. This is your season. Whenever you're watching this is the season for you guys, for you to get your harvest financially with abundance. All right. You're going to get returns on your investments, tangible income increase, meaning you have it in your hand, you have it in your bank, you can see it, you can count it, you can smell it. I mean, I wouldn't really smell money. Like some people really like to smell money, but I just feel like that's a little dirty. But everybody's different. Let's see. And yes, you guys, you can actually wash your money. You can clean your money. All right. You can clean your money, like especially for those of you that like to cleanse and stuff like that. You can spray down your money, wash it, some water, and then lay it down on some paper towels, so that way it can dry correctly. You can bless your money. You can put it in your money bowl. After that, after it stays in your money bowl for a little bit, you can put it back in your wallet, spend it. Then whatever change comes back from that, throw it back in your money bowl. Like there's different ways that you can continue to circulate the money without having to spend a lot of money, if you get what I'm saying. All right, last messages. Anything else? We have, birthday celebration. What's that about? Reset the frequency. Set fresh money intentions. All right, fresh money intentions. It is your personal fiscal year. Yes. All right. This is you gotta set your intentions, not just monthly. I would do weekly, monthly, and yearly. Okay. I would also like keep track. So have like for those of you that have like you manifest, you have vision boards and stuff like that, have a particular journal just for that. Just dedicated for that. So this is like just my rituals and stuff like that. Just for all my like a manifestation journal, basically, you know, something like that is what they're saying. Anything else? Ooh, angel number 4444. Look out for an email. You have an email. Look out for an email. Boom. An email's coming. An email is coming. Whew. Final messages. And then I gotta get out of here. Anything else that they need to know? Anything else that they need to know at this time? All right. 9 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. I'm going to be honest with you. You need to be persistent. You need to be on your P's and Q's to make sure that all your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted. Okay? Something has to be pristine in order for you to receive the energy that you're trying to get. There's something here about like also that defensive energy. You gotta work on that. Oh, why you're giving this to me? Why all of a sudden what strings attached? I heard strings attached. What comes with it? What do you want? If I get it, if I accept it from you, what do you want from me? What do I do in exchange? Something like that. Get out of that energy. King of Wands. Yeah, that's not how you should be looking at things. Look at the bigger picture, because you're shifting into this new identity, and this new identity is ready to receive. Receiving, balance, sharing, generosity, charity, inheritance, gifts, prosperity, abundance. Come on, like, and don't get in this energy of like being better and not giving, right? I'm not saying give everything out, but definitely sprinkle a little bit where you can. All right, 3 of Pentacles. Work with people, negotiations, collaborations, companies, businesses, organizations. All right. So go out, go network, do the thing. Don't get all but hurt. All right. Continue to collaborate is what they're saying. And that last goal that you haven't completed yet, push through it. Let's go. Let's get it done. All right. Especially if there's something you've been working on for the past almost a year, 3 years. Let's get it done. You got this. 9 of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, these 9s here, 9 energy. That's the completion energy that's taking place. That whole like I'm triggered, something's gonna happen, something wrong's gonna happen. Hermit and the Magician. You're getting out of that energy. That's the energy that you're like. That was the instability, right? The anxiety, the worry, the depression, the nightmares, insomnia. And I just told you you was gonna be sleeping good. So that's the energy that you're leaving behind. With that Magician energy, and I already told you about the Magician coming out, the Queen of Cups. You're going to be able to manifest how to take care of yourself emotionally. Emotional, like, stability. All right. Expect to, like, really find yourself. Clarify that, Hermit. The Knight of Pentacles. This is something you've been trying to do for a really long time. Hard work. This routine. But let me tell you, you're going to have it down packed. 8 of Pentacles. That's 9 of Pentacles. You're going to be able to sustain this. So, see. All right. Continue. Diligently. Take your time. Don't speed. Don't rush. All right. If you got to learn whatever you got to learn, apprenticeship, do it. Okay. Stay positive. Emperor energy. Leader energy. All right. Strong. That structure is there again. Seeing protection. You got protection. You don't got to worry about nothing. All right. The Hierophant here. The Most High is taking care of you. It talks also about like a very strong relationship coming in. Divine timing. Things from the past coming in brand new. And things that you've disconnected from, all right, is coming in. It may kind of confuse you for some time. It's triggering to see if you're going to act out of your shadow. All right. But in reality, you won't. All right. Just don't get into like this whole crying over spilled milk thing, because again, they clearly said the delay was a safeguard. So the delay was a safeguard. That means that it halted not because it was not supposed to be. It halted because where you are right now vibrationally, where you are right now mentally, emotionally, psychologically, just energetically, you may have not been prepared yet. And so before they wanted to just throw you where you were supposed to be, they held you back a little bit so that way you can really, stand on your feet, ground yourself, and go in because there's a rise and it's your rise. Comment down below. Let me know how that resonates. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.